We're going live in 10. 5. Welcome to Show Low High School, home of the Cougars, host tonight to the Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets in our, well, this is our debut of high school volleyball here at Show Low High School as we get set for some Division III action. These two teams coming into the contest. 11-13 is the record for the Blue Ridge Lady Jackets. The Show Low Lady Cougars coming to this contest with an 8-17-3 record, looking for their first section win tonight. They are 0-2 in section play. The Yellow Jackets are 1-2 in section play. This is section game that they're both interested in winning as they start to look ahead to the state playoffs. Both of these teams need to accumulate some wins to make it to the state playoffs. Your Ace Hardware key players of the game is coming up next here on our pregame show, live from Show Low High School. This is high school volleyball presented by Hatch Motor Company in Snowflake and Show Low on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Folks, Gentry Hatch here. Let's face it, in today's world, there are a lot of tools out there to help you buy a car. An iPhone, Kelly Blue Book, the list goes on and on.com. At Hatch Motor Company in Snowflake and Show Low, we know that you can and will find the best deal for you. We will even help you find it if you don't happen to have a smartphone, which I believe everybody does. Remember, no hassle, no pressure, simply the best in service and sales. Hatch Motor Company in Snowflake and in Show Low, and online all the time at hatchmotorco.com.
Black Diamond Auto Glass provides the finest full-service mobile and in-shop glass repair services, from free chip repair to windshield replacement, tinting, and more. We're here to pamper you and your car.
Black Diamond Auto Glass. Yeah.
Don't let salmonella get funky with your chicken. On average, 1 in 6 Americans will get a foodborne illness this year. So learn the right temperature to cook each type of meat. Keep your family safe at foodsafety.gov.
Sunrise Park Resort is now open every Friday to Monday through Labor Day weekend. Bring the family for a full day of fun and activities, including scenic cliff rides, mountain biking and bike rentals, tube slide, airbag jump, and more. Book your reservation at the Sunrise Hotel with beautiful views of the lake and mountain, or rent a boat at the Sunrise Lake Marina. And make sure you visit our general store for all your camping and fishing needs. For more information, please call 928-735-7669 or visit our website at sunriseskipark.com.
Need a fireplace? Ace has that. Need barbecue grills? Ace has that. Need paint? Ace is the best place for that. Need a chainsaw or weed eater? Ace has that too. Ace can even fix your chainsaw and your weed eater. Ace Hardware has everything you need for your home improvement project. They even have a 24/7 locksmith. Locked out of your home or car? Their mobile unit will come to you. That's your helpful place. Ace Hardware of the White Mountains in Pinetop, Overguard, and Show Low.
High School, home of the Cougars, and as we mentioned, host tonight to the Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets. It's Breast Care Awareness Month, and in honor of that, both teams will be decked out in pink. A little bit difficult to tell these players apart if you're not familiar with the teams. But time now for our Ace Hardware key players of the game, brought to you by the Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, now with a 24/7 locksmith. Next time you're locked out of your car, just need a key replaced, day or night, any day of the week, you can contact your Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, a helpful place with 3 locations in Pinetop, Overguard, and Show Low. And when we talk about key players, Mike, we have to talk about a girl that hasn't been in the rotation lately due to an injury on the Show Low Cougar lineup.
Absolutely. Taylor Craignes, just a sophomore, only played in 27 rotations so far this year.
If you guys can get a shot of number 13, it'd be great. Number 13.
Been injured, but she leads the team kill percentage-wise. And I tell you what, Camden, watching her warm up out there, she could be a difference maker for this Show Low team, because the one thing that this team lacks is power. And Craignes definitely brings that. She hits with authority. She is looking to put it through somebody's face every time, it seems like. And, you know, last time Show Low and Blue Ridge played, that was definitely something the Cougars were lacking. They have plenty of hustle. They dig up a lot of balls, but have a hard time putting them away. But Craignes could change that for the Cougars tonight.
As we look at the Yellow Jacket lineup, there's a couple of players that come to mind. Casey Kelly is one of those, along with Hannah Grothe. We understand that Kelly is going to be moving from an outside hitting position tonight to a middle and split time with Grothe in that middle spot, which is a location that they feel Casey Kelly can do a lot with.
Well, you know, obviously in volleyball there's a lot of key players out there, but Casey Kelly brings emotion. She's the spark to this Yellow Jacket team, because when she hits, she thunders it down, and that gets them all fired up. So the setters obviously have to put the ball where she can hit it. But the thing about putting Casey Kelly in the middle is now her speed becomes a factor. When you're on the outside, you just wind up and hammer it. But when you play the middle, it's about quickness and speed, and that's something where Casey Kelly really can take advantage of her athletic abilities at that position.
Well, those are your Ace Hardware key players of the game, brought to you by the Ace Hardware of the White Mountains. Now with a 24/7 locksmith available anytime. Anytime you need a key made or just need a key replaced, contact them day or night. Their mobile unit will come to you. It's the Ace Hardware with 3 locations in Pinetop, Overgard, and in Sholo. Ace Hardware, key players of the game. It's time for our starting lineups, and with that, we'll go to the athletic director and public address announcer here tonight, Dave Nicholas.
Members of the Sharp family, the Sholo High School volleyball team would like to recognize these people here this evening, and their proceeds from the bake sale tonight, the t-shirts, will go to the Tomas Sharp family this evening. So thank you, volleyball team, for doing this. Thank you, community, for supporting this. We appreciate the officials letting us have a little bit of time to do this evening prior to the start of the contest.
See if we can get some movement
So
on
at
these
this time,
cameras,
I'd like to turn
zooming
just
in
a
and
minute over
out,
to
panning
the
left
microphone
and right.
over to, first of all, Tomas's best friend, Mr. Dallas Woodford, wants to say a word or two, and then we'll have Tomas's brother, Mr. Damian Sharp, will say a word or two about Tomas and what he's going through. He's right now he's going through Ewing sarcoma, which is a form of bone cancer, and he's really a trooper and battling, hanging in there with this right now. But here's Dallas Woodford first, and then Damian Sharp.
All right, I gotta keep it short. I only got about 30 seconds. But I'd like to thank everybody who came out and who's been donating. Tomas is really appreciated. And he's been doing pretty good. What was his blood count the other day?
Low. It was low.
I can't say that. That's
Just
not good.
Go ahead. All right. So guys, I have a little thing prepared. Tomas would love to thank the volleyball team for this night, even though he cannot be here tonight. He has 6 months left of chemo. The surgery has passed and he is on his way to recovery to walk again unassisted. He has a long way to go, but hopes are up and should be back by next year. Thanks from him and our family for all of this community and his friends. We really thank you. Tomas misses all of his friends in this school. He has one last message until next year, and that is, get some. And shock the nation! Say nation. I had to say that first.
Congratulations to the Sharp family. Let's wish them the best. And they're battling a tough deal right now. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for supporting them this evening, and all those that may be battling cancer at this time in some way in their lives. All right, at this time, we're going to do the pregame. It looks like Coach is over here. She's giving the donation over here to the family. Thank you, volleyball team. One round of applause for the volleyball team doing this evening, guys. Appreciate that. All right, for the pregame announcements, we just want to make sure that everybody knows that this is an AIA contest. Remember that the 2 teams competing here tonight are members of the Arizona Interscholastic Associations. Abide by the rules and regulations set forth by the association, maintain and improve high standards of conduct. Competition and relations with member schools. At tonight's game, the Arizona Interscholastic Association asks you to watch and cheer for your team in the spirit of good sportsmanship. We appreciate our officials being here this evening. Mr. Leonard Lopez and Eric Spears. Appreciate their attendance here all night this evening. Doing a great job. We'd like to announce the players at this time. We're going to announce all players for both teams. First of all, for the Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets, number 1, Miss Shelley Newman. We're doing the starters first here. Number 2, Alyssa Ellsworth. Number 3, Hannah Grove. Number 7, Casey Kelly. Number 9, Regina Angeles. Number 11, Marlene London. And the libero, number 21, Scarlett Jackson. Other members of the Blue Ridge varsity volleyball team, number 4, Sage Gillespie. Number 5, Monica York-Smith. Number 6, Olivia Smith. Number 7, Janessa Pape. And number 15, Chanel Blevins. Coaches for the Lady Jackets are Tammy Ellsworth, head coach, and Dee Tortis. And for your Cholo Cougars this evening, number 2, Shy Wheeler. Number 6, Kaylee Hall. Number 7, Alexis Allred. Number 9, Madison Maxwell. Number 10, Lauren Reed. Number 11, Mia Gruller. The libero this evening, number 1, Brittany Boucher. The rest of the Lady Cougars. Number 3, Lisa McVeigh. Number 4, Sienna Flake. Number 5, Carly Fawcett. Number 8, Paige Nicholas. Number 13, Taylor Pregnus.
Last one, Riley Brown.
And number 12, Riley Brown. Lady Cougars, coach.
All right, that'll wrap up our starting alignment, starting a lineup, and actually the lineup for the entire team. We'll step away as we honor America in the playing of our national anthem here from Sholo High School. When we return, we get underway. This is Hatch Motor Company's presentation of high school volleyball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Sholo and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile.
There's no better time to visit Horn Auto Center. Check out the all-new Chevy Silverado. Voted 2014 North American Truck of the Year. Strong for all the roads ahead. Or find new roads with the all-new Corvette Stingray. Voted the 2014 North American Car of the Year. Visit Horn Auto Center on the Deuce of Clubs in Sholo across from Safeway and at hornauto.com. You're at home with Horn since 1991.
Welcome back to Sholo High School as the Sholo Lady Cougars get set to do section battle tonight against the Blue Ridge Lady Jackets. It's a fall break for the Lady Jackets. Their families have been off for the last couple of weeks, and they've been at home practicing and playing games.
In theory, you know, sometimes playing games during vacation time can be tough. You kind of get out of that routine, out of that schedule. Your body's, you know, I'm sure they're sleeping in a little bit, and so we'll see if that hurts the Jackets' energy level here tonight.
Jackets have had a tendency to be kind of up and down this season with regard to their focus, and we'll see how that plays out. As you mentioned, you know, you get out of your routine, and Sometimes it feels a little bit weird to come back and play a night game when you've been, you slept in till 11 o'clock this morning. And
and they've been practicing somewhat early, right?
3 to 6.
Oh, 3 to 6, okay.
So they're kind of on their same practice schedule.
The other thing it hurts is your fan base. Because, students who aren't playing might be on vacation or something, and especially on a Tuesday night, may not be here. But if you look at the Sholo side, they're still in school. They're not in fall break until next week, and obviously they're well represented. Their student section well represented here tonight.
Well, and that's one of the reasons that we wanted to do a game here at Sholo High School, is because we knew that they brought school spirit to this atmosphere, and atmosphere plays a lot into it. And they're one of 2 schools in this section that have a lot of school spirit when it comes to volleyball. The other one is Snowflake.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, there's a lot of home court advantage when you've got a student section that's rooting for your team like they do here at Sholo High School.
Yes, they create energy for these girls to feed on. We'll see how it plays out.
Alyssa Ellsworth will start things off to serve for the Lady Jackets. And we're underway. We get a block at the net, and the ball is going to be a free ball over to the Jackets. And Hannah Grothe, we get our first look at her tonight. She tries to put one down. Nice dig by the Cougars. And the Jackets misplay the volley, and it'll be a side out to the Jackets to start things off here.
Kind of.
Excuse me,
like
the Cougars.
Cougars, yeah. Kind of seems like teams are kind of just trying to feel each other out. Nobody's getting too crazy with anything. Ellsworth just kind of misplayed that one for the Jackets.
That's Maxwell on the serve for the Sholo Cougars. And a block by Hannah Grothe and a side out to the Jackets.
Well, we talked a lot about kills in the pregame, Camden, but the block is pretty good, and it's hard to coach height, and that's what Hannah Grothe brings to the table. Blocking is a lot about timing, but when you're already up there that high, makes things a little bit easier.
Chanel Blevins checks into the Lady Jacket lineup, replacing Marley London, and Blevins gets set to serve. Tough set there, but doing nicely to recover was Sholo's Shy Wheeler. And this one's going to go off of Grothe, and it'll be a side out to the Sholo Cougars.
So much of volleyball is about reactions, and that time Scarlett Jackson, she saw in front of her that the ball was blocked, but in her mind she couldn't overcome that feeling that it was going out, and so she didn't play it.
And we see for the first time tonight Taylor Cregnis, who has been out with an injury.
Nice dig.
She's been sorely missed by this Cougar team. We'll see if she's at full strength or not. And a block. Angeles goes up for the kill, and we get a block by Wheeler.
Yeah, Lauren Reed also coming over from her middle position. Tough to beat the two-man block on that side.
Ball's up, and this one is a little too strong.
Got to deal with the excitement after the roof.
Kind of a fun game to play in here tonight. Not only is it Breast Cancer Awareness Night, there's a lot of fans on hand, but also their first televised game.
Yeah.
And so a lot of fun for these girls tonight, but the nerves can get to you.
Here's Casey Kelly getting her first attack.
Kelly took a little off of that one and got it in. She's been a little bit suspect to hitting those long, but she's able to record a kill here and a side out for the Jackets.
Well, it's a different mentality playing middle. You're trying to hit it quick, not necessarily hard. Ooh, that wasn't very close.
And we see Scarlett Jackson, the libero for the Jackets, hit that one a little bit long. And speaking of liberos, here's Brittany Boucher for the Cougars.
Got a couple of coaches' kids out there playing tonight. Boucher is Coach Missy Goodman's daughter.
And Maybe Craignis a little rusty as she goes up for a kill here and hits it into the net.
I'll tell you, there's a lot of times as an outside hitter, Camden, when you try to take some off of it, it actually hurts you, and it throws off your timing and your rhythm. When you're an outside hitter, you just got to swing away, and usually things end up pretty good. Another long roll.
Sage Gillespie comes in and replaces a Jacket player and serves here, and the return volley by the Cougars is out for a point for the Jackets.
Craignis again, just off on her timing, hits that one a little behind her and goes wide. She's got to hit like she was hitting in warm-ups. I know it's easier said than done.
Gillespie, decent serve, but an even better pass here and sets Craignis up. This time she gets it over. And in play, Alyssa Ellsworth on the hit there. And a free ball for the Jackets. Let's see if they can take advantage. Angeles.
That's a nice pass right there.
And a dink, and Sage Gillespie puts it over for a point for the Lady Jackets.
Sage Gillespie splits time with two other setters for the Jackets, but that is probably her specialty, is she disguises the dink pretty well, the setter's dink for the Jackets.
Gillespie to serve here. Ellsworth getting a soft kill.
Just putting the ball in the right place at the right time. And, you know, the Cougars had a rough time the last time these two teams played, and Coach Goodman's got to probably keep an eye on she's got to keep this first game close. First game is so important in these 5-game matches.
Gillespie, nice hard serve, and it'll result in a free ball for the Jackets. And a block by Craignis. How about that?
Huge block. I mean, looked like Casey Kelly was trying to go to the side, and Craignis just reached out and put that one straight down. No chance for recovery for Kelly.
Service that time by Shy Wheeler.
The off speed, the miss hit.
Blevins looks back at the bench and says, I didn't mean to do that, but I'll take it.
It's like a power bunt in baseball. Caught it on her fingertips, and just timing issues. But caught it on her fingertips, it worked out for the Jackets.
Angeles, who is a foreign exchange student out of Mexico, with the serve.
They obviously play some good. Volleyball in Mexico.
She, I believe, was on a national team in Mexico. Had some pretty good competition to play against there.
Well, Craignis has not had a very nice welcome so far. She hasn't. That last one she hit into the antenna, which is automatically out. Ooh.
Angeles with a good serve.
But handled well by the Cougars, and then I miss it. This is what I was talking about in the pregame, Camden, is they just don't have that power hitter that they can go to when they need to get a kill and put one down. You know, good attempt on the outside by Paige Nicholas, but just not able to get it done.
Well, and you know, when Craignis is out, which she's been out with injury, it's really hurt them. And you see right there a real example of that is we got a substitution here, Kaylee Hall.
Well, the good news for the Cougars, Coach Goodman told me before the season that, you know, last year they had a lot of seniors. They had a pretty good team. This year, just one senior, happens to be your daughter. Boy, I'll tell you, Skylar Jackson has looked off her game. She usually is a very sure passer, but has not been very on the ball so far here tonight.
And that one there was Hall hit it a little bit deep, and she just didn't recover quickly enough to get that one up. So here's a good pass from Jackson, and sets up Kelly, who's a little early with the jump.
A little early.
Alyssa Ellsworth into the net. And a side out, or excuse me, a point for the Cougars. Cougars trying to catch up here, now down just 2 points. And Marley London gets one into the net here.
So they're nervous because they're on TV.
Uncharacteristic here. These hitters here having some struggles early on. Another good serve. Jackson off with the pass, and so a free ball to the Cougars. And London tries to block the up and over. Alyssa Ellsworth got a soft kill, but the Cougars can't get it up.
Shy Wheeler does a good job of digging it, just didn't quite get enough help from her teammates to get that one over the net.
Casey Kelly to serve.
Oh, almost a great dig.
And a good-looking hit there. We talked about the need for that outside hitter, and Mia Gruler gets a point for the Cougars. Set to serve now, Alexis Allred for Sholo.
There's Hannah Grothy with a good swing, but a better dig.
And Marley London gets it up and over the block.
Well, you could see some hesitation, some residual hesitation from the last attempt she made. Perhaps that will get her some confidence. Didn't really swing at that one, just kind of placed it. But was a good place for the Jackets.
Newman will check in for Gillespie, and Alyssa Ellsworth set to serve for the Lady Jackets. The Cougars struggle with the serve. And the Yellow Jackets try to get it over, and we get a net violation here against the Cougars. And it looked like London may have been in the net there, but she gets away with it.
I'll tell you, the difference, first one in the net is the one who gets the call, and I think London was in the net, but was the second one in the net.
Alyssa Ellsworth again on the serve here. And Gruler trying to get that one over, but hits it into the net.
Intimidation perhaps there with Grothy. You try to hit it to the side, and you end up losing the power that would have got it over the net.
Jackets with a 4-point lead here. And Ellsworth having a pretty good turn at the serve position. Shelly Newman, gal that we haven't talked about yet, but she's another gal that can make a difference on this Jacket team. She's one of the shortest players on the team, but has some of the biggest hops, and we see him there.
Probably one of the best athletes as well.
We're going to timeout on the floor. We'll take one with him. 15-10. The Jackets in front of the Cougars. This is Hatch Motor Company's presentation of high school volleyball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide at iTalk1067.com.
In today's challenging economy, having a college education is a must. Northland Pioneer College is here to help you prepare for your future. NPC is committed to providing you with the highest quality education with the lowest tuition cost in the state. We offer a variety of advanced learning classes to prepare you for a transfer or associate's degree, personal interest education, or earning your GED.
Contact an academic advisor for more information. Go online at npc.edu.
Welcome back to Sholo High School. It's 15-10 in favor of the Lady Jackets here. As we thank our sponsors that make this game possible: Ace Hardware in Pinetop, Heber, and Sholo, Sunrise Park Resort, Horn Auto Center, Octopus Car Wash, and Beeler Orthodontics, Brown and Russo Insurance, Black Diamond Auto Glass, the Indian Pine Restaurant out at Honda, Northland Pioneer College, and Summit Regional Medical Center, along with, of course, Hatch Motor Company in Snowflake and Sholo.
Better swing for London that time.
Pretty good volley going here. And London building some confidence. Another good swing, but digged nicely by the Cougars. A block. Almost some trouble there, but London gets it up for the Jackets. And a free ball here for the Cougars, but they miss hit on the kill. Or on the hit. Lauren Reed just underneath that one.
Well, I'll tell you, about five, each team had about 5 possessions on that one. 3 of Sholo's were free balls. They're just not handling the serve very well right now. They're not giving Wheeler very much to work with. Oh, that's just smart.
And a nice play there by Newman to hit it back into that back corner where the defense was drawn up towards the net and no one was back. Checking into the Cougar lineup, number 12, and I'll have to check.
Yeah, I don't have her either.
and see who that is. We apologize, but that's not on our roster. Check with the truck and see if Isaiah Miller can give us a name on number 12. And Angeles can't quite get it to fall in the right spot here. Did a nice job of getting the ball up, but it was off the mark.
Well, Paige Nicholas, that time the beneficiary of the miss hit, took speed off the ball and it fell in front of Angela. She had to dive for it. So give Nicholas a kill.
And Shy Wheeler will check in for our number 12, which we now understand is Briley Brown.
She just came back out though.
And London tees off on one and hits it long.
Again, hesitation. You got to follow through. You got to snap through, get that ball to go down. And if you have a little hesitation, that ball sails on you.
Service here from Madison Maxwell. And Shelly Newman banging away at one.
Good dig by Boucher, though.
But again, we see the problems with the hitting as Grueller hits one into the net. Levin's going to check in for London here. And on the Sholo Cougar side of things, it appears that Lisa McVeigh will enter the lineup for the Cougars. Blevins set to serve now for the Jackets. Boucher gets it up, but not in a position to set up a spike. And Hannah Grothe trying to hammer down on one. Grothe has been just a little off tonight. We've seen her hit with a lot more authority, but she's just not quite getting the full hand on the ball.
Yeah, she missed that one a little bit, but got the benefit of the top tape roll, and it fell over on the Cougar side. Better be lucky. Sometimes you rather be lucky than good.
This one a push tip back to the back row as Blevins will handle it. And Shelly Newman gets off a pretty good hit here. Scarlett Jackson to the floor to pick that one up. And Angeles bangs one off of the block and will pick up a side out for the Jackets as Lauren came off of Lauren Reed's fingertips that time and out of bounds.
You know, last time these two teams played, Lauren Reed had a tough go, but she's doing much better here tonight.
And the Cougars want a timeout. We'll take one with them. It is 20-12. Lady Jackets in command of this first game here. This is Hatch Motor Company's presentation of high school volleyball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Hi folks, Gentry Hatch here. Let's face it, in today's world, there are a lot of tools out there to help you buy a car. An iPhone, Kelly Blue Book, the list goes on and on.com. At Hatch Motor Company in Snowflake and Sholo, we know that you can and will find the best deal for you. We will even help you find it if you don't happen to have a smartphone, which I believe everybody does. Remember, no hassle, no pressure, simply the best in service and sales. Hatch Motor Company in Snowflake and in Sholo, and online all the time at hatchmotorco.com.
Welcome back. Sholo Cougars behind in this one by 8 points. Blevins set to serve for the Jackets after the timeout. And another miss hit here as Lisa McVeigh hits one into the net.
You know, Boucher's probably got to try to get that ball just a little tighter to the net as, you know, she's making it a little tougher on the setter to put it in a spot they can hit it.
Mia Grueller into the lineup for the Cougars. And a big hit and a tip and over. I thought that bounced back off the net. Shy Wheeler will be credited with the kill.
Yeah, it didn't look like that one went over either, but they credit Sholo with the dig back up of the block. And
I don't think Wheeler thought, I think she almost gave up on it because she thought it was a point to the Jackets. As we see Grueller on the serve. And Newman tries to tip one over.
Little tight set there. Oh, that's a nice dig.
Angeles swings and hits one down for the Jackets.
Well, you know, Angeles has really been making a statement the last few weeks for the Yellow Jackets. You know, having the confidence, Coach Ellsworth having the confidence to play her outside. She's really been playing mostly back row.
Scarlett Jackson
Wow.
Good serve and tough for Boucher. She tried to set that one up and couldn't get it done.
Maybe got away with a rough first contact there.
Scarlett Jackson on the serve again. This time a good pass and a good hit, but an even better block.
They got it up though.
Casey Kelly got it down, and then the return volley is out. So it'll be a Jackets point. Jackets now serving game point as we have Alexis Allred re-entering for Boucher at the libero position, and Kenzie Flake checks into the lineup for the Cougars, replacing Alexis Allred.
Probably just, excuse me, Camden, giving Boucher a little break before the next game, knowing this one's a little out of hand.
And Flake misses the volley on the serve, and that's a game to the Lady Jackets as they take the first game 25-13. We'll step away. Back with game number 2 here from Show Low High School when we return. This is Hatch Motor Company's presentation of high school volleyball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Black Diamond Auto Glass provides the finest full-service mobile and in-shop glass repair services. From free chip repair to windshield replacement, tinting, and more. We're here to pamper you and your car.
Black Diamond Auto Glass.
Chicken. On average, 1 in 6 Americans will get a foodborne illness this year. So learn the right temperature to cook each type of meat. Keep your family safe at foodsafety.gov.
Sunrise Park Resort is now open every Friday to Monday through Labor Day weekend. Bring the family for a full day of fun and activities, including scenic cliff rides, mountain biking and bike rentals, tube slide, airbag jump, and more. Book your reservation at the Sunrise Hotel with beautiful views of the lake and mountain, or rent a boat at the Sunrise Lake Marina. And make sure you visit our general store for all your camping and fishing needs. For more information, please call 928-735-7669 or visit our website at sunriseskipark.com.
Need a fireplace? Ace has that. Need barbecue grills? Ace has that. Need paint? Ace is the best place for that. Need a chainsaw or weed eater? Ace has that too. Ace can even fix your chainsaw and your weed eater. Ace Hardware has everything you need for your home improvement project. They even have a 24/7 locksmith. Locked out of your home or car? Their mobile unit will come to you. That's your helpful place. Ace Hardware of the White Mountains in Pinetop, Overguard, and Show Low.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Show Low and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile.
Welcome back to Show Low High School. We want to say thanks to Northland Pioneer College, proud sponsor of White Mountain Athletics. When it comes to time to kick off your college education, be sure to choose the college with the lowest tuition in Arizona. That's Northland Pioneer College. Also, we want to say thank you to Horn Auto Center. You're at home with Horn since 1991. And also Black Diamond Auto Glass, home of the free chip repair, Black Diamond Auto Glass. We get a great shot of the student section here, and you can see why there's a lot of school spirit here at Show Low High School. When you get the football players out to cheer on a volleyball match, it can be a lot of fun.
There's a very good possibility they got rained out for practice today. So lightninged out, I should say. You know, they don't mind practicing in the rain, but
some new lineups here. In the Jacket lineup, it's going to be Scarlett Jackson, Alyssa Ellsworth, Marley London, Casey Kelly, Shelly Newman, and Angeles. Gina Angelis to start this game 2. And for the Lady Cougars here, we'll start with service from Madison Maxwell. Madison Maxwell with the Northland Pioneer College service, kicking off game 2. When it's time to kick off your education, choose the school with the lowest tuition in the state of Arizona. It's Northland Pioneer College.
I also saw a Black Diamond dig the play before by Brittany Boucher. Took a hard hit ball and got it up, but they couldn't get the second one.
And so a kill here for the Lady Jackets as Alyssa Ellsworth gets set to serve. The Jackets start this game off 1-0. And a tough play there for Newman. Had to hit it. I don't even that was even possible to get it up and over.
Yeah, that would have taken a pretty accurate one-handed hit.
Pretty good spin on that one to get it around the pole.
And you usually tell your players don't hit them one-handed, so there's a reason for that.
Or excuse me, Carly Fawcett in the lineup for the Sholo Cougars. And a point to the Jackets as we get
net violation.
A net violation on the Cougars. They're calling it against Craigness. As Blevins checks into the lineup for Marley London. And Chanel Blevins will get set to serve. I want to remind you to stick around for our Sunrise Park Resort post-game comments, where we'll announce our Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store player of the game. And another one that's hit into the net. This time Fawcett unable to get that one over.
And Fawcett, one of those players for the Cougars, that really plays a lot of energy, but sometimes it gets the better of her in those tight net situations.
Boucher with a great pass, and Craigness tries to get one down, a little off of that one. Casey Kelly, however, puts a full swing into it, but a great dig, and the Cougars return the volley.
Another dig. Ooh.
Angeles will get the kill. Eugenia Angeles, our foreign exchange student, knocks it down, and Cougars hit that one out into the stands.
Again, the Cougars able to dig up the first one, Gruler that time, but they just can't string them together.
And they're going to catch a break here as Blevins hits one a little too strong. And it looks like the libero's checking out. Lauren Reed into the lineup for the Cougars as Craigness set to serve for Sholo. Casey Kelly tips one over. And it's Shy Wheeler on the kill for the Cougars.
Shy Wheeler, the Horn Auto Center kill for the Cougars. She's listed at 5'5". I'm not so sure about that, but obviously gets up high enough to put some
5'3",
put some speed on the ball. I think probably more like 5'3". But it's the same thing in football, right? You pad the measurements a bit.
I want them to know how short you are. Angeles fires away, but hits this one long.
Good set by the
Craigness is going to check
Ellsworth,
in.
I think. Sorry.
Or excuse me, going to come over here and get
just stealing a ball.
The free ball that's on the table.
You know, Scarlett Jackson started off a little rocky passing for the Jackets, but seems to have settled down. Nice set.
And it's in for a kill, and that's off the hand of Carly Fawcett. Fawcett redeeming herself there, picking up a point for the Cougars, and they go ahead for the first time here tonight, 5-4.
Well, another case where a ball is tipped, and the back row players let it go.
Craigness. Angeles. Blevins will have to give the Cougars a free ball. Fawcett gets a pretty good hit here, but it's up nicely by Scarlett Jackson. And Craigness is trying to protect herself that time, gets a point out of it.
I'm not sure I guess you get credit for a kill on that, but like you said, that was pretty much self-defense.
Cougars up 6-4 in game 2. And a little bit early jump or late set, one of the two, as Casey Kelly and Alyssa Ellsworth cannot team up on that one.
Yeah, she's getting there a little early. Casey Kelly is just doesn't have the timing dialed in her new position in the middle.
Good up that time by Angeles, and it leads to a good hit by Newman, but dug well by the Cougars. And a block here, but Kregness puts it back, and we'll get another kill.
Well, this is not the way we expected Kregness to help out the Cougars, but she's getting it done, just hitting it in a spot where, and just kind of flailing at it a little bit, but it's going in a spot where the Jackets are not, and able to put up points for the Cougars. Excuse me.
Kregness came into this contest with 60 kills on the season, has the highest kill percentage on the Cougar team at 32%, and she's been padding her stats from the back row here early in this game 2. Cougars up 8-4 here.
Giving a lot of leeway these officials are with some of these hits.
And attempt that time for Shy Wheeler, but she mishits and it goes into the net. Kregness out. Into the Cougar lineup comes Mia Grueller.
And Libero back in for the Cougars, Boucher.
Casey Kelly to serve for the Jackets.
Oh, nice save by Ellsworth.
Grueller. Excuse me, that was Reed that got that one over. Decent hit that time by Wheeler. Great dig by Grueller, but it's into the stand. As our officials tonight.
I was about to give her the black diamond hourglass dig right there.
Can be the black hourglass hit the referee.
Yes, hit the umpire's chair.
This one off the sign up top. They hit the signage, and it came off a little squirrely that time for Fawcett. Fawcett trying to get it over, but couldn't do so.
Certainly a disadvantage, kind of a home disadvantage to have to play with that scoreboard hanging so low.
Yeah. Not real ideal here for volleyball.
No. The fact that it's right over the net helps a little bit, but that's...
York Smith hits this one a little long.
As a setter, you're taught, it's really hard to set the middle hitter from the middle. It's kind of going right over the top of their head. That's a very difficult ball to hit. You're probably better off going either back set or going to the outside.
This one a tough serve. Scarlett Jackson gets it up, and Angeles puts it down for the Jackets.
Oh, Fawcett again, a nearly great dig. Just couldn't quite get it up. In a good enough spot for Lauren Reed to get it over the net.
Sage Gillespie into the Cougar lineup, set to serve here. As the Jackets have cut the lead to 1, 9-8.
Well, that's a nice set with all that spin on it.
Angeles firing away, but it's long. Cougars get a break on that one.
Well, she is not shy. She swings at every one. Might have the opportunity to set up a dink here soon, as she has swung away on every one.
Kylie Hall into the Cougar lineup to serve. Gillespie over to Ellsworth, and we get a great block at the tape. Cougars.
It was a good block there. They blocked it out of bounds.
Oh, it was Alexis Allred who got her hands on it. So hard to block on those sides.
Yep, not much room for error. You got to really close it off. Oh, tough serve.
And this one Wheeler will just push it over to the Jackets. And the Jackets will do the same. Good looking hit that time by Reed. Jackets are going to give up a free ball here.
Nice dig.
Another good dig. And a hit off of it. That was a nice looking hit by Grueller. Or excuse me, was that Reed?
That was, yeah, it was Reed.
And Gillespie tries to tip one over but hits it into the net.
You know, she probably goes to that a little too often. Pretty far off the net, tough time to do that. And now the Cougars have Kregness back in the front row.
Boucher to serve. And it's in for an ace. Boucher hits it down that line. Near side line, which is far side for us, but near side to those of you watching at home on iTalk1067.com.
Haven't seen a lot of great hits until right there.
That was a good one.
Horn Auto Center kill for Ellsworth. I mean, we just haven't had that many. The timing has been a little off here tonight. Nobody's really squared one up. And even, I don't even think Ellsworth hit that one real square, but
not 100%.
Not 100%, but more square than they have been.
And Casey Kelly into the lineup for York Smith, and there's a good hit. Kregness.
And she even missed that one a little bit off the side of her hand, but it was quick and it got to the floor quickly, and that's what gave her the benefit. But the sets have been great. There's been a lot of balls that you know, hard hit serves. When you hit a hard hit serve and you go to pass it, it puts a lot of spin on the ball. And as a setter, your job is to take the spin off, and they really have done a good job tonight.
Maxwell to serve for the Sholo Cougars.
Try Kregness again.
Kregness this time a little strong.
She hit that one solid though.
She did hit it solid. Didn't get enough snap on the end.
Just wasn't on top of the ball enough. She just hit it, you know, right on the side of the ball instead of on the top side.
Ellsworth to serve for the Jackets, 13-11. Cougars hanging on to a 2-point lead here. And Casey Kelly puts one down for the Jackets.
I think that ball was tipped at the net anyway, so Cougars should have probably played that one up. Kelly again didn't hammer that one. We've seen her just unload on attacks on the outside and just hasn't quite got the timing of that middle position.
Casey Kelly came into this contest leading the Jackets in kills with 135 kills.
Oh, that is an amazing dig right there by Angeles.
Grueller.
Oh, they're going to give him that block, huh? I didn't think that got over.
Gets it up. And Grueller again, this time it's long. We're tied at 13.
Well, Angeles made another black diamond hourglass dig right there. Just one-handed, just scooped it up and allowed the Jackets to continue playing that point.
Marley London with the Horn Auto Center kill.
Yep, one of the few just all-out swings that have gone to the ground here tonight. It almost looks as if the players on both sides are tired. I know Sholo, they've been scrapping out points here, and perhaps fatigue setting in a little bit.
Ellsworth set to serve.
Oh boy.
And you get net play here. Like Kelly and
Kelly.
London were tangled up there.
Well, they both wanted to hit that easy attack. You know, whenever that ball's passed just over the net, that's a hitter's dream because it's so much easier to hit that way. But in the entanglement, Kelly hit the net.
Fawcett back in for the Cougars, and serving is Grueller. Grueller on a nice up. Fawcett with the hit. And the Cougars get this one over. And a little dink here, and the Sholo Cougars back again with the lead, 15-14. Jackets won game one handily. Cougars fighting them tooth and nail in game two.
Nice serve. That's a tough ball to hit. Frawley does a good job of playing it. Oh.
And Newman going to get the Horn Auto Center kill for the Lady Jackets. Chanel Blevins will check in for Marley London. And we are tied at 15.
Excuse me, I said Frawley, I meant Fawcett.
Chanel Blevins on the serve, and the Cougars have trouble with it. Casey Kelly calls for it back, and Kregness will block it right back in her face.
You know,
Kelly had the bump on that and called for the spike.
The problem is it was very easy to read. You know, it might have been a good idea for Ellsworth to go to the outside because Kregness would have been froze in the middle and probably wouldn't have been able to get there in time.
Kregness on the serve this time. Jackets with some trouble with the serve, and a free ball for the Cougars. Both teams struggling here to get any set plays going. And here's Casey Kelly.
Nice dig.
Horn Auto Center hit, but no kill. Shelly Newman with the Horn Auto Center hit, and there's a nice little dump. I don't know, what do you call that, Mike?
It's considered a kill. You know, it's a tough position if you're the setter because if you go
two-handed dunk.
Yeah, it was. If you go up and try to set that and they do that, that would have been Sholo's point. When she follows up, serving it into the net. But that's a tough one. When you don't have a middle blocker up there to contest that, it makes it real easy for the opposing team's blocker. You got to make those passes stay on your side of the net.
Alexis Allred into the Cougar lineup, replacing Maxwell.
Good serve.
Wheeler on that serve.
Fawcett's starting to get it going a little bit.
Starting to get the timing down.
Nice set. Oh.
A little too far towards the outside for Alexis Allred that time.
Yeah, Allred just didn't quite look like she was ready for it. It was a really good set. Right in the spot you want it, especially for a right-handed hitter, which I'm assuming Allred is. Just wasn't quite ready for it.
Sage Gillespie into the Lady Jacket lineup. She will serve. We're tied at 17.
Been a lot of sustained points there tonight. That'll test conditioning. Oh.
Fawcett hits that one and looks like she may have turned an ankle.
Oh, man.
Ankle or knee or something. She came down awkwardly after the hit and in a lot of pain.
She's already got a big knee brace on that left knee.
And it looks like she is saying that it's the knee. She reached down to the knee and is not putting any weight on that knee, as we see Doc Fawcett coming in.
Not what you want to see. Because, you know, as I mentioned earlier, what Fawcett's really starting to get dialed in on this outside hitting position.
Well, you mentioned that's exactly what the Cougars need, is they need that outside hitter to
they at least got to be a threat.
Points. Yeah,
got to be a threat.
Into the lineup for the Cougars is Lisa McVeigh. And it looks like they're going to switch things up. I think Alexis Allred's going to play outside. They're going to try to figure out their rotation here. And a official, Leonard Lopez, going to have a conversation with Coach Goodman here.
It's my old coaching buddy. He 20-something years ago, when I was coaching in volleyball in Tucson, he was coaching at Ajo. I think he beat me most of the time.
Yeah.
If you could beat Ajo back in those days in small school volleyball, you're doing pretty good.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, they're pretty good. I think I might have got him one time.
This is for the first two games, Lopez was on the chair. And Eric Spears now our official up on the chair. And the officials have really hasn't been a lot of controversy in this one tonight. They've called a pretty good, clean game so far.
Well, and they've kind of let him play. Oh, that is a great dig by Sage Gillespie.
And a tough set to Alexis Allred. She can't come up with it on the hit, and the Jackets will get the lead.
Yeah, and Coach Goodman telling Allred right now she's not outside far enough. She's got to get farther outside so she can handle anything in front of her. But if the set goes behind her, really tough to go backwards.
Gillespie.
This is tight.
And at the net, they're going to get a net violation as Shy Wheeler took that pass into the nylon. And we get a timeout on the floor. We'll take one with them. It is the Lady Jackets out in front, 19-17 in Game 2. This is Hatch Motor Company's presentation of high school volleyball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
There's no better time to visit Horn Auto Center. Check out the all-new Chevy Silverado. Voted 2014 North American Truck of the Year. Strong for all the roads ahead. Or find new roads with the all-new Corvette Stingray. Voted the 2014 North American Car of the Year. Visit Horn Auto Center on the Deuce of Clubs in Sholo across from Safeway and at hornauto.com. You're at home with Horn since 1991.
Halfway through. Welcome back to Sholo High School.
Well,
Lady Cougars had the lead in this one and given it up.
And a good timeout by Coach Goodman. You know, they had the 2-point lead. Now they trail by 2. But when you're at 19, you only have 6 points to go. You got to stop it right here.
Sage Gillespie to serve after the timeout. Blevins gets it over for the Jackets. Nice hit there by McVeigh. Backcourt set for Blevins again.
Yeah, they've been going to Blevins a lot in that back row. Now, see, that was not a very good set. That one was a little questionable.
And Angelos hits it into the net. Side out to the Cougars.
Well, this is the most hitting that Angelos has had in a match so far. And, you know, a little rusty. Not rusty, but just, you know, has missed a few. Had a few unforced errors.
Kaylee Hall checks in for McVeigh and gets set to serve.
Nice
this
serve.
Is a good serve, but Angelos gets it up. What do we get?
We got a net violation on Allred.
Alexis Allred.
She's looking awfully surprised. Like she wasn't even anywhere near the net.
We'll give the Jackets a 2-point lead here, 20-18. Marley London gets set to check in for Chanel Blevins, and Eugenia Angeles gets set to serve for the Lady Jackets.
Oh.
Marley London.
They got the soft block they wanted, Sholo did, but you know, it's all about timing. You're sitting in that back row and you're waiting for that hard hit, and you're kind of on your heels a little bit, and then it comes short, and in order to recover, it takes a lot of athleticism.
Good set here.
Oh, that's nice play.
Ellsworth got off a pretty good hit there.
But Boucher does a good job of recovering.
Gillespie. And nice play at the net by Lauren Reed to knock that one down.
She has had like I said, a much better game, has been a consistent factor here for the Cougars tonight.
She'll sit down. Cragness back into the Cougar lineup, and Boucher to serve for Sholo.
They're keeping it close.
And she'll get a shank. Ball caroms off of looked like the hands of Marley London, who was trying to crowd over against Scarlett Jackson that time.
Well, and you got to know where you are, because, you know, Scarlett Jackson's in there for one reason and one reason only. That's to pass the ball. So anything in her zip code, you just let her have it.
21-20. Jackets hanging on to a 1-point lead. Boucher will try to erase that with this serve here. Hits it short.
Oh, that's a tough play.
Tough. pass for Gillespie. She goes all out, dives to the floor, but can't come up with it. And we are tied at 21. And a soft serve here by Boucher. Jackets hand it back to the Cougars. They get a free ball.
Oh.
And this one just hit a little too hard. Mia Grueller, as you mentioned before, not over the top of the ball that time, underneath it, hit it out.
Yeah, and again, you know, look, if you look out on the floor right now, only one height person for the Cougars. And they can't set it to her because the ball keeps being passed. The ball keeps being passed to the middle.
Alexis Allred tries to hit and cannot get it over the net. And so the Cougars going to call their second and final timeout for this game. We'll keep it here and remind you that I'd like you to stick around for our Sunrise Park Resort post-game comments, and remind you that your son or daughter age 12 or under can ski or board for free this winter with a free season pass out at Sunrise. All they have to do is bring in a canned food donation, take the scenic lift ride, and recite the responsibility code. That's this weekend, 9th, 10th, and 11th, 9 to 4 p.m. Go to sunriseskipark.com for details. That's sunriseskipark.com to get your son or daughter skiing free this season out at Sunrise.
Last time Coach Goodman called timeout, it worked to her advantage. She got the side out. See if they can get it here.
Jackets up by 2.
Oh.
Scarlett Jackson gets the service point as it shanks off the middle back row here for the Cougars. Hall couldn't quite come up with it. Now game point for the Lady Jackets.
For all intents and purposes, 24 is game point with this. I mean, the Cougars have to make no mistakes from here on out, because any mistake is a point for Blue Ridge in the game.
And coming out of the lineup is Allred, and coming in to serve is Madison Maxwell after Scarlett Jackson hit that last one long, and it's a 2-point lead for the Jackets.
And I misspoke earlier, Camden. Maxwell, the other senior for the Cougars.
Maxwell gets it up or over. Good pass and a nice hit. Looked like it may have been long as Madison Maxwell attempts to try to put that one up. It goes over her fingertips, and the Lady Jackets have won the second game as well. They're up 2-0. We'll step away. This is Hatch Motor Company's presentation of high school volleyball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
In today's challenging economy, having a college education is a must. Northland Pioneer College is here to help you prepare for your future. NPC is committed to providing you with the highest quality education with the lowest tuition cost in the state. We offer a variety of advanced learning classes to prepare you for a transfer or associate's degree, personal interest education, or earning your GED.
Contact an academic advisor for more information. Go online at npc.edu.
Hi folks, Gentry Hatch here. Let's face it, in today's world, there are a lot of tools out there to help you buy a car. An iPhone, Kelley Blue Book, the list goes on and on.com. At Hatch Motor Company in Snowflake and Show Low, we know that you can and will find the best deal for you. We will even help you find it if you don't happen to have a smartphone, which I believe everybody does. Remember, no hassle, no pressure, simply the best in service and sales. Hatch Motor Company in Snowflake and in Show Low, and online all the time at hatchmotorco.com.
Black Diamond Auto Glass provides the finest full-service mobile and in-shop glass repair services. From free chip repair to windshield replacement, tinting, and more. We're here to pamper you and your car.
Black Diamond Auto Glass. Yeah.
Don't let salmonella get funky with your chicken. On average, 1 in 6 Americans will get a foodborne illness this year. So learn the right temperature to cook each type of meat. Keep your family safe at foodsafety.gov.
Sunrise Park Resort is now open every Friday to Monday through Labor Day weekend. Bring the family for a full day of fun and activities, including scenic lift rides, mountain biking and bike rentals, tube slide, airbag jump, and more. Book your reservation at the Sunrise Hotel with beautiful views of the lake and mountains, or rent a boat at the Sunrise Lake Marina. And make sure you visit our general store for all your camping and fishing needs. For more information, please call 928-735-7669 or visit our website at sunriseskipark.com.
Need a fireplace? Ace has that. Need barbecue grills? Ace has that. Need paint? Ace is the best place for that. Need a chainsaw or weed eater? Ace has that too. Ace can even fix your chainsaw and your weed eater. Ace Hardware has everything you need for your home improvement project. They even have a 24/7 locksmith. Locked out of your home or car? Their mobile unit will come to you. That's your helpful place. Ace Hardware of the White Mountains in Pinetop, Overguard, and Show Low.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Show Low and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile.
Welcome back to the campus of Show Low High School. The Lady Jackets are taking game 2 and lead it 2-0 in this best-of-5 match here at Show Low High School.
And Fawcett for the Cougars walking around. She may try to get back in this game.
And Olivia Smith checks into the Lady Jacket lineup. The Jackets will start game 3 with 3 sophomores up front in Marley London, Shelley Newman, and Olivia Smith. Sage Gillespie set with the Northland Pioneer College service here to kick off game 3. And to kick off your education, be sure to check with Northland Pioneer College. They've got the lowest tuition in Arizona, NPC. And a Horn Auto Center kill to start things off for the Cougars.
And Craignis, they really need to probably go to Craignis as often as possible because she's the only one that's had a lot of success for the Cougars. Reed has done a decent job, but just doesn't have the height or power that Craignis does. Oh.
Service by Gruller into the net.
Can't give up free points. Like I know as a coach that kills you more than anything, to not get your serves in because it's free points. The other team doesn't have to do anything.
Blevins checks in for Marley London, and Chanel Blevins will get set to serve. You know, on that note, Mike, you want your kids to be aggressive, and you want them to do the best they can with their serves. There's a block by Olivia Smith, but the Cougars get the ball back over. And that's not good. Craignis gets set by the Jackets at the net and puts down a point.
She keeps missing them, but misses them in the right spot. She had a chance to put that one straight down, but kind of mistimed it. Went off the side of her hand and went down.
So how do you get your kids to stay aggressive without having that fear of hitting the ball into the net?
Well, I'll tell you, nice
Newman with the Horn Auto Center kill.
The number one thing is when it's your first serve, you can't be too aggressive because you need a rhythm. You kind of have to feel out the court. You know, how hard can I hit it? How low can I hit it? But once your first serve, you got to just get it in. Second serve, you know, if you get the ball back, go ahead and put a little more heat on it.
Set for the outside hitter and coming down. Block not there, a little late on the block that time as Madison Maxwell gets the Horn Auto Center kill for the Cougars.
Obviously the Jackets, are not playing as crisp as they normally do with some players in different positions. There you go.
And another serve by the Cougars that's in the net. This time Shy Wheeler gives up the free point.
And they're obviously trying to get a point with the serve. And that, maybe not the best thing to do in every situation.
Newman will hit one out.
Or you might just miss-hit it. There was not a lot of heat on that, just missed it off to the side. So the Jackets repaying the favor, so to speak.
Yep.
But, I talked in the pregame show, Camden, about Casey Kelly kind of being the emotional spark plug. Has not been able to be that tonight because she hasn't gotten those big hits off that she normally does from the outside.
Sage Gillespie puts one down for the Jackets.
Another off-speed hit, tough timing as that ball was set close to the net. Gillespie went up and swung at it, but just caught it off the fingertips. And that off-speed stuff sometimes, just like in baseball, you get out in front of it, and that's what happened to the Cougars there.
Marley London back into the lineup for the Cougars, or for the Jackets, I should say. And the serve will shank off the Cougars. And out for a point. And Eugenia Angeles finds her way to a jacket point.
I'm sure the Jackets are pretty happy about their foreign exchange students. Sometimes foreign exchange students don't work out very well. But Angeles has been a welcome addition to this Jackets team.
And she hits this one in the net. Tie game, 5-5. Jackets lead this match 2-0. Cougars are in a must-win situation here. Boucher on the serve, and Gillespie tries to knock one down here.
Now
London goes air ball with that one.
Didn't follow through on that one. That's been, this is Marley London's first year playing high school volleyball as a sophomore, and the inexperience shows a little bit. She's got good athleticism, but just hesitates on some of her hits, and it causes that ball to sail long on her.
Boucher, good serve, but the Jackets set up a hit.
Well,
that looked like it was in the net, but they're going to call it was a block and out of bounds. So the Jackets will get a break here.
Well, credit Newman for going right back to Marley London on the set. Just don't tell her, hey, it's okay, keep swinging, and she did so there.
Casey Kelly on the serve. Olivia Smith back in for the Jackets, and the Cougars a miss hit on their side will give the Jackets another point here. They're up 7-6.
One of Shy Wheeler's few mistakes on the set, put it in between the middle and the outside hitter, and the miscommunication cost them.
Boucher from the back row hits it over. Set to Sage Gillespie. Gillespie softly over on that one. Cougars no trouble getting it up. The Jackets will have to give up a free ball here. Grueller, good hit by her.
Right on the line.
Coronado Center kill for Grueller. Into the Cougar lineup comes Madison Maxwell.
She's anxious.
She'll replace Alexis Allred. It's kind of hard, especially if you're used to coming in for the libero.
Right.
Or you can just check in at will.
Run in.
And Olivia Smith just a little bit early on that one, but she gets it over with the fingertips.
Unforced errors. Sholo cannot afford unforced errors in this must-win situation. Seems like a lot of the Jacket hitters have been early tonight, especially in the middle. Uh-oh, this could be trouble for the Jackets.
Craigness pounds that one.
Oh, wow.
Smith gets it over after a good up by Shelly Newman.
Those are the little details that sometimes the Jackets miss. Great dig by Grueller.
Good hit by London. Attempted block here by Smith. And Smith can't quite get it up. And so we're tied at 8.
Grueller with another Black Diamond Auto Class. Terrific dig on a pretty well hit ball by London. Able to just get it off the floor.
Nicholas in for the Cougars. Mia Grueller to serve. London. Nice pass by Gillespie, and Smith trying to pound one down. Hit it into the net. And a dink by Gillespie. She got the point.
We see her do that once or twice a game, and that one a great time because all the attention was on the hitters of the Yellow Jackets. It wasn't an obvious dink situation. Sometimes you can just tell when the setter doesn't feel comfortable that they're going to get a good set. They'll just tip it over. But that time, Gillespie took the good situation and caught the Cougars with a hole in the middle.
Jackets take the lead, 9-8. I missed it. What happened?
Craigness, the ball was set really close to the net. She kind of lost where she was on the floor and tried to tip it over or get it over, but ended up hitting it backwards.
Blevins, one of the tougher servers on this Jacket team, gets this one over.
Well, you said it though, Cannon. She just got it over with her first serve. We'll see her dial it up probably if she gets another chance.
Boucher. And back row hit.
Top
Smith
tape.
Went up to try to get it, and it goes off of her and to the floor for a Cougar point. Cougars pulled to within 1, 10-9, and Craigniss set to serve.
Top tape is oftentimes can be your friend. Little questionable pass by Jackson.
And another one.
And just like that, Cougars have tied it back up.
Madison Maxwell that time, and it's tied at 10. Shelly Newman had to go back for that one, hits it off softly. Smith tries to go up and get that one, and it tips it away from the rest of her team who was ready to hit it.
I think that was a miss set by Maxwell, but somehow it worked out for the Cougars. And she set that one over the net.
Jackson just dinking it over, and Craigniss can't get there. And we're tied at 11 again.
Good spot, good spot. You know, when you want to, talking about the free ball, you want to go deep with the free ball, and you want to go at the setter position, the defensive position, which is back right. And a good job that time by Jackson picking that spot.
Smith with the serve. Cougars get it over. Casey Kelly with the hit and the kill. Horn Auto Center kill for Casey Kelly.
It's been a while since either team really has had a kill. Most points have been coming off unforced errors or hitting into the net, hitting it long. Jackets finally get something going offensively.
Jackets up by 1, and Olivia Smith hits one short.
Smart play by Angeles.
Newman tries to push it back at the Cougars.
We're just going to set it back and forth for a little bit here.
Angeles from the back row hits this one over.
Good cover by Gillespie.
Smith with a good pass. Angeles had to go back for it. Boucher on that dig. And some miscommunication for the Jackets. And we're tied at 12. Smith checks out. Jackson back in at the libero position for the Cougars. Alexis Allred into the lineup as we see Shy Wheeler set to serve.
Again, conditioning. That was a very long rally. Jackets look a little fatigued. Gillespie especially. Oh, that ball's up off the shoulder of Newman.
And Newman tries to drive it home, and it's long. Cougars regain the lead up by a point here, 13-12, and back to conditioning. Sage Gillespie was one of those players that didn't get a lot of early playing time in the season as she took time off with the death of her father. And certainly something that she needed to do, but you can certainly see a difference.
She's definitely tired right now. She's been chasing a lot of balls in the rallying back and forth. Again, neither team looking very sharp tonight. We've seen the Jackets play a lot better. Sholo, they're going to scrap in every game that they're in.
And this one is long on the serve by Wheeler. 14-13, Jackets pull to within 1. And for the Cougars, it's Paige Nicholas into the lineup, replacing Allred. Shelly Newman set to serve for Blue Ridge.
Got it, I think. Oh, wow.
And they say out.
Looked like that one caught the lines. Shelly Newman, the only left-handed player I've seen out here. Which is perfect if you're a setter, because then when you play the front row, you're playing right hitter, which is the natural place for a left-handed player to go.
Bailey Hall.
I know that because I'm left-handed.
Oh, is that right?
Well, I played volleyball left-handed.
Nice. Marley London into the lineup to replace Blevins. As Eugenia Angeles gets set to serve for the Blue Ridge Lady Jackets.
Nice pass, good set. Oh, but can't handle it. Ruler, she's been about 50-50 tonight, hitting it over the net, hitting it into the net. Just hasn't had the timing, but credit her effort and not being afraid to be aggressive. That's what you like to see. Wheeler's having some mental difficulties right now, as are the Cougars. Wheeler not being confident in her sets. She set a couple really tight to the net, and that's advantage Yellow Jackets.
Timeout, Cougars will take one with them. It's 16-15, Jackets up by 1. This is Hatch Motor Company's presentation of high school volleyball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com. Welcome back. Sholo looked like they were going to run away with this one, and now the Jackets kind of hanging on. Up by a point here is Eugenia Angeles. Serves after the timeout. Jackets up 16-15. Newman sets Gillespie, and Gillespie gets it over, but not a lot of velocity.
That's not Gillespie's strong suit.
Angeles, a little long from the back row.
You know, the Jackets, they film everything, and they're going to get a lot of opportunities to take a look at these players in different positions, specifically Kelly and Angeles, and probably try to make some adjustments before Thursday's game. We got no school, you know, might as well.
Boucher to
spend
serve.
some time in film. Oh, that's
Casey Kelly blocked by Cragness.
So the problem that Casey Kelly's having right here when Cragness is taking advantage is Kelly's trying to hammer it, and again, forgetting that the middle hitter's about quickness. She's got to hit that ball before Cragness has a chance to get up, because Cragness has been great in the middle blocking tonight.
Newman sets up Marley London. Good play by the Cougars. Cragness and Casey Kelly just reached up and grabbed that one.
She just caught it. She's I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just going to catch it.
Was that one of the easier lift calls?
Yes.
For the official? I don't think anybody's going to argue with him on that one.
It's pretty easy.
Cougars taking a 2-point lead here, 18-16. Boucher hits one of those knuckleballers. And Gillespie tips it over. Net play.
Ball never got over the net.
I want to thank our camera crew tonight. Sky Perez, technical director. Producer Isaiah Miller, graphics and audio. Camera, men and women tonight. James Firm, Dominic Stem, Tyler Roten, Kyle Marler, Christina Schwab, Zoe Lewis, Antonio Solis, and I want to thank our executive producers, Mel West and Jerry Butler.
Nice dig.
London gets that one off, and then the block comes off of London as Paige Nicholas is going to be credited with the kill.
Nicholas, you know, just putting it where she needs to hit it off the block of London, not really trying to do much with it, just trying to place it, and does a good job. Some great digs. The defense has not been the problem for either team. There's been a lot of good digs out there. The problem is the offense.
Nicholas out, Maxwell in, she serves. Free ball for the Cougars. Deep hit, and it is in. just on the line, and I don't know how much of the line it caught, but it wasn't much. As the Jackets want to talk it over, down 3 points, 20-17. They lead it 2 games to none rather, here in this best of 5. We'll be back. This is Hatch Motor Company's presentation of high school volleyball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
There's no better time to visit Horn Auto Center. Check out the all-new Chevy Silverado. Voted 2014 North American Truck of the Year. Strong for all the roads ahead. Or find new roads with the all-new Corvette Stingray. Voted the 2014 North American Car of the Year. Visit Horn Auto Center on the Deuce of Clubs in Show Low across from Safeway and at hornauto.com. You're at home with Horn since 1991.
Welcome back to Show Low High School, the home of the Cougars. We've had some exciting volleyball action here tonight. The Lady Jackets are visiting and have not been great, very good guests as they've taken the first 2 games. Smith on the kill on a perfect set from Shelly Newman.
And really, Camden, that play set up by the pass by Scarlett Jackson. That ball lands just on the other side of the 10-foot line, and she has to come a long way, get that ball up and softly so that Newman can set it up.
Sage Gillespie on the serve. Krigness tries to knock one down, and Newman gets it up. And the Jackets take too many hits to get it over. The block wasn't quite there for the Jackets, and the ball caroms off the fingertips of those 2 players at the middle. Makes it tough.
Well, Krigness definitely has the advantage at the net.
And this one a dink and over. Sage Gillespie, one of the better players at that in this league, getting that dink over.
Well, and the Cougars are leaving too big of a hole. When the ball's over on that side, your setter's got to stay in the middle and cover that until the ball goes up for the hit. And Sholo is not covering that right now.
Blevins to serve.
Nice pass.
Outside set to Angeles.
You know, if either outside hitter could start hitting the line, they might find some emptiness for both teams.
Free ball for the Jackets. Jackson on the dig. Newman on the hit. Krigness tries to pound it back down.
Oh my.
Jackets get it back over.
Great play by Gillespie to get that over, and then Wheeler can't get it over back over.
And they score the point. Shy Wheeler short on the hit. Miss hits, and now the Jackets back in this contest within 1, 21-20.
And you can see Shy Wheeler not feeling very confident right now, although I think she's played a very good game.
That one in the net, a tough play for Madison Maxwell. And we're tied at 21.
The Cougars had it going. Too many mistakes, though. It's going to be another tough one.
A little too strong, and looked like the Cougars were in the net, no call. Newman blocked by Krigness. Oh, brother. I'll tell you, Krigness is tough at the net.
Yep. She has made her presence felt. She's not going to do anything with quickness or anything, but if that ball's up tight of the net, you better know when you're going up against her.
Krigness to serve with the Jackets down by a point, 22-21. Newman gets this one over, and Krigness says, that's my fault, guys.
Well, and not a back row player, but she's in there for her serve, and so, you know, she's in there, and she tried to make the pass, but just could not do so. Smith was a great serve, but the Cougars get something on it.
Gillespie. Blevins
I'll
back
tell you what,
row.
Blevins got a pretty good hit from that back row.
Pass by Smith is into the net, but Newman helping out Gillespie here. And a block up front by the Jackets. Maxwell just getting it over. Gillespie just handing it right back to him. Nice up by Olivia Smith and Shelly
Newman.
There's
that line play, but good dig by
Grueller. Another good pass by Smith. And Casey Kelly gets the point.
See the difference right there? She didn't try to hit that hard. She hit it quick and put it in the right spot. Had time to kind of pick her spots. Oh, tough break for the Cougars because they played so good defensively on that rally.
Timeout. Sholo will take it with them. The Jackets up 23-22. This is Hatch Motor Company's presentation of high school volleyball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
In today's challenging economy, having a college education is a must. Northland Pioneer College is here to help you prepare for your future. NPC is committed to providing you with the highest quality education with the lowest tuition cost in the state. We offer a variety of advanced learning classes to prepare you for a transfer or associate's degree, personal interest education, or earning your GED.
Contact an academic advisor for more information. Go online at npc.edu.
Welcome back to Sholo High School. It's 23-22. Lady Jackets, who are up 2-0, have a 1-point lead in Game 3. And after the timeout, we'll have the serve. Olivia Smith, who's been pretty good at service tonight. Smith hits this one long.
And that coming out of a timeout, it's so crucial that you get your serve in because they call timeout to disrupt your rhythm, and it works that time for the Cougars.
23-23. Tight game here.
Nice serve.
Wheeler, great serve. Great pass, though, by Jackson. And Angeles cranks one down.
Has not been shy tonight. Even though she's hit some out, she has not been shy and unloads on that one. You know, they have her listed, or they don't have a height. Not real tall.
I don't think she can't be more than 5'7", maybe 5'6".
Oh, questionable hit though. They let it go. We've seen other. Oh,
Gillespie on another deep.
Yep, that's it.
And that's the game as the Lady Jackets win it 3-0. We're back to recap it for you and our Sunrise Park Resort post-game comments. Also coming up, our Beeler Orthodontics straight line play of the game. Mike Grenier will break it down for you in our Sunrise Park Resort post-game in our first volleyball game ever here on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com. Back after this.
Hi folks, Gentry Hatch here. Let's face it, in today's world, there are a lot of tools out there to help you buy a car. An iPhone, Kelly Blue Book, the list goes on and on.com. At Hatch Motor Company in Snowflake and Sholo, we know that you can and will find the best deal for you. We will even help you find it if you don't happen to have a smartphone, which I believe everybody does. Remember, no hassle, no pressure, simply the best in service and sales. Hatch Motor Company in Snowflake and in Sholo, and online all the time at hatchmotorco.com.
Black Diamond Auto Glass provides the finest full-service mobile and in-shop glass repair services. From free chip repair to windshield replacement, tinting, and more. We're here to pamper you and your car.
Black Diamond Auto Glass. Yeah.
Don't let salmonella get funky with your chicken. On average, 1 in 6 Americans will get a foodborne illness this year. So learn the right temperature to cook each type of meat. Keep your family safe at foodsafety.gov.
Sunrise Park Resort is now open every Friday to Monday through Labor Day weekend. Bring the family for a full day of fun and activities, including scenic cliff rides, mountain biking and bike rentals, tube slide, airbag jump, and more. Book your reservation at the Sunrise Hotel with beautiful views of the lake and mountain, or rent a boat at the Sunrise Lake Marina. And make sure you visit our general store for all your camping and fishing needs. For more information, please call 928-735-7669 or visit our website at sunriseskipark.com.
Need a fireplace? Ace has that. Need barbecue grills? Ace has that. Need paint? Ace is the best place for that. Need a chainsaw or weed eater? Ace has that too. Ace can even fix your chainsaw and your weed eater. Ace Hardware has everything you need for your home improvement project. They even have a 24/7 locksmith. Locked out of your home or car, their mobile unit will come to you. That's your helpful place. Ace Hardware, the White Mountains in Pinetop, Overguard, and Show Low.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Show Low and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile.
There's no better time.
Hi folks, Gentry Hatch here. Let's face it, in today's world, there are a lot of tools out there to help you buy a car. An iPhone, Kelly Blue Book, the list goes on and on.com. At Hatch Motor Company in Snowflake and Show Low, we know that you can and will find the best deal for you. We will even help you find it if you don't happen to have a smartphone, which I believe everybody does. Remember, no hassle, no pressure, simply the best in service and sales. Hatch Motor Company in Snowflake and in Show Low, and online all the time at hatchmotorco.com.
Welcome back to Show Low High School. The Lady Jackets victorious tonight, taking 3-0 against the Show Low Cougars. And the first game, it was all Jackets, but the Cougars made the Jackets earn the last two. As we welcome you into our Sunrise Park Resort post-game comments brought to you by the Sunrise Park Resort. Junior Pass promotion happening this weekend at Sunrise, 9th, 10th, and 11th, 9 to 4 p.m. Your son or daughter can be skiing for free all winter long. All they have to do is show up this weekend, take a scenic lift ride, recite a responsibility code, and bring a can of food for their food drive, and you get a free junior pass. That's all kids age 12 and under at the Sunrise Park Resort. Go to sunriseskipark.com for details. That's sunriseskipark.com. And Mike, it's one of those nights for the Cougars where they got back one of their players that they've needed for the last several games, but it just doesn't quite work out for them.
You know, but they have to be the thing that Coach Goodman can point at. You know, the Cougars come in with an 8-17 record. You know, they know that that's not going to always be great for them, but they scrap. They make the other team earn the victories, and they didn't play so great in the first game, but the other two, they really pushed the Jackets to the limit. And Craignis kind of got going a little bit more as the game went on. She was very rusty in that first game, but really is a presence at the net, and that's kind of one of the things that they can point towards and go, listen, we got to fix some errors, but with Craignis, we have somebody we can go to that can bring some thunder, bring an emotional lift. She's kind of an emotional player. I watched her after a couple of her hits. Even when she didn't hit great, the ones that went down, she was pretty fired up about. So I think she brings some emotion to the floor and can hopefully get these players going, because some of the Cougar players, when they make a mistake, they hit it in the net or they don't set it right, they get very down on themselves, and you got to have a short memory to be a good athlete. And that's perhaps, I think Craignis kind of brings that for this Cougar team.
The Lady Jackets coming off a disappointing loss to Payson last week, a game that they felt like they should have won.
Went to 5, right?
Yeah, they were in control of that game. There was a lot of rallies in the game, and Payson played obviously very tough. Casey Kelly had a really good game, but I'll tell you, Payson, they had a libero that could dig almost anything that was hit at her. And for the Jackets, I think this is a good win for them, although they may come out of this thinking, well, we should have beat them by more or had an easier time with them if they judge it based on the last time these two teams. But the reality is that that's not the truth. The fact of the matter is that this was a much better Cougar team here tonight.
You know, they scrap. That's the thing, is they keep digging up balls, kind of like you said about Payson. But I think the Jackets have got to feel pretty good about the fact that they did not play their best volleyball tonight, but they passed really well. Actually, the Jackets did tonight. They just didn't hit the ball very well. Their timing was pretty far off, and I think that a lot of that is having some players in different positions. Marley London playing outside, Eugenia Angeles playing outside, Casey Kelly. We really didn't see Grothy play much after that first game. I don't know if she had an injury or something, but she really didn't play much, and she might be a presence that could have battled Pregness in the middle with her size and strength. Might have given her a little run for the money, but like I said, they can be happy they got a win, a division win, even though it wasn't the most pretty by I'm sure what Coach Ellsworth would have expected. They're working bugs out in the new lineup, and I think they can feel like they can use that lineup and stick with it because it gives them some more weapons. They moved more players into offensive positions, and I think that's going to be a big key for them going, heading down the road.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how play goes the rest of the season for both of these teams, and you certainly mentioned this is a learning experience for both of these teams. Time now for our Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store Player of the Game, brought to you by the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store. Best selection of hiking, hunting, camping, and fishing gear. You'll find it at the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store, south of Pine Top on Highway 260, on the right-hand side of the road just before you get to the Honda Casino. And it is, as always, tough to choose. Wow. Because there's a lot of kids that played well tonight. Especially in volleyball, the ball gets spread around a lot to different hitters. You got a lot of people in the back row making some great passes. So, looking heads up, you look at the Sholo Cougars. Brittany Boucher had a lot of great digs and passes up there for the Cougars. I thought Lauren Reed played a pretty good game. She had a pretty good game for the Cougars. Was an offensive bright spot for them. I thought Shy Wheeler did a great job setting the ball, and then of course the return of Taylor Pregness had a commanding presence, especially blocking the ball at the net. Got a lot of points for the Cougars that way. Didn't have a lot of kills, but really changed the mindset of some of the Jackets up front when she was up front. So a lot of those players did a good job. On the Jacket side of the ball, again, everything was kind of spread around a lot, and everybody kind of chipped in here and there. Scarlett Jackson kind of started off rough, passing the ball, but kind of got things going and made some very good passes that set up some very good plays. I think Casey Kelly got better as the game went on at the middle position. Olivia Smith did a good job in the back row. We haven't seen her play a whole lot back there, but she took advantage of that and made some good passes. But I think the player that really set the tone for the Jackets tonight was Eugenia Angeles. She's playing outside for the first time, but was aggressive the whole night, never really backed down, just was confident, and I think that confidence was contagious. I think we saw Shelly Newman kind of get some of that and made some great plays, but I think Angeles kind of set the tone for that and also had some great passes when she would, when the defense rotates, if the hit is on the other side, she was right there and dug up a lot of good balls that set up plays. But I really think she did a great job in that, and also to finish out the all-around play that she had, serving the ball. She had some great serves tonight. Didn't miss. She missed a couple, but had a lot of aces and put the Cougars on their heels with her serves tonight. So I'm going to give the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store Player of the Game to Eugenia Angeles. And Angeles it is, and I think as you talk about Angeles, she's one of those players that is a complete all-around player. Plays well in the back row. She can play the net. She has got a great serve, and she just has some tremendous assets. I think she's one of the few Jackets tonight that played all 3 games the whole time. She never came out the whole night. So Eugenia Angeles, our Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store Player of the Game, brought to you by the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store for the best selection of hiking, hunting, fishing, and camping gear on the mountain. Go to Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store at south of Pine Top on Highway 260, just before the Honda Resort and Casino. We will be back with our Beeler Orthodontics Straight Line Play of the Game when we return. This is the Sunrise Park Resort post-game show, brought to you by the Sunrise Park Resort. Don't forget, Junior Pass promotion going on this weekend. You can catch it the 9th, 10th, and 11th up at Sunrise. Go to sunriseskipark.com for details. We'll be back after this.
There's no better time to visit Horn Auto Center. Check out the all-new Chevy Silverado. Voted 2014 North American Truck of the Year. strong for all the roads ahead. Or find new roads with the all-new Corvette Stingray. Voted the 2014 North American Car of the Year. Visit Horn Auto Center on the Deuce of Clubs in Show Low across from Safeway and at hornauto.com. You're at home with Horn since 1991.
Hatch here. Let's face it, in today's world, there are a lot of tools out there to help you buy a car. An iPhone, Kelley Blue Book, the list goes on and on.com. At Hatch Motor Company in Snowflake and Show Low, we know that you can and will find the best deal for you. We will even help you find it if you don't happen to have a smartphone, which I believe everybody does. Remember, no hassle, no pressure, simply the best in service and sales. Hatch Motor Company in Snowflake and in Show Low, and online all the time at hatchmotorco.com.
In today's challenging economy, having a college education is a must. Northland Pioneer College is here to help you prepare for your future. NPC is committed to providing you with the highest quality education with the lowest tuition cost in the state. We offer a variety of advanced learning classes to prepare you for a transfer or associate's degree, personal interest education, or earning your GED.
Contact an academic advisor for more information. Go online at npc.edu.
Hi folks, Gentry Hatch here. Let's face it, in today's world, there are a lot of tools out there to help you buy a car. An iPhone, Kelley Blue Book, the list goes on and on.com. At Hatch Motor Company in Snowflake and Show Low, we know that you can and will find the best deal for you. We will even help you find it if you don't happen to have a smartphone, which I believe everybody does. Remember, no hassle, no pressure, simply the best in service and sales. Hatch Motor Company in Snowflake and in Show Low, and online all the time at hatchmotorco.com.
Welcome back to Show Low High School. The Lady Jackets get the win in this best of 5 games here tonight, 3-0 over the Cougars. And time now for our Beeler Orthodontics straight line play of the game, brought to you by Beeler Orthodontics. Live to smile. Love your smile. Beeler Orthodontics.
Well, you know, it's hard to there's so many points in a volleyball game. It's really hard to pick one. But I thought the play that kind of stands out to me was just right here at the end. It was 23-23, and Casey Kelly finally hit the way a middle's supposed to hit. And she put that ball, she hit it quick over to the side, it caught the line. She didn't get blocked, and because she'd been having problems with that so far tonight. But she got it down, and that kind of propelled the Jackets to that win in that 3rd game. So I would give that Casey Kelly kill for the Beeler Orthodontics straight line play of the game.
The Casey Kelly Horn Auto Center kill is our Beeler Orthodontics straight line play of the game. Live to smile, love your smile. Beeler Orthodontics. We want to thank Brown and Russo Insurance for all your insurance needs, auto, home, or business. Visit the nearest Brown and Russo Insurance agency with 4 locations: Show Low, Pine Top, Springerville, or Tempe. It's Brown and Russo Insurance. Special thanks to all of our sponsors tonight: Ace Hardware in Pine Top, Heber and Show Low. Also Sunrise Park Resort, Horn Auto Center, Octopus Car Wash, Beeler Orthodontics, Brown and Russo Insurance, Black Diamond Auto Glass, the Indian Pine Restaurant out at Honda, Northland Pioneer College, and Summit Regional Medical Center, along with our title sponsor, who as always doing a terrific job for us, Hatch Motor Company in Snowflake and Show Low. Simply the best in service and sales. It's all out at Hatch Motor Company. Next time you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, go out there and check in with Gentry Hatch at Hatch Motor Company in Snowflake and in Show Low. That's going to wrap up our broadcast. Once again, thanks to the students from Show Low High School, part of our White Mountain Youth Productions team. Sky Perez, technical director and producer. Isaiah Miller on graphics and audio tonight. Our cameramen and women, James Firm, Dominic Stem, Tyler Roten, Kyle Marler, Christina Swab, Zoe Lewis, and Antonio Sleaze. Our White Mountain Youth Productions crew. Our executive producer tonight, Mel West, and also Jerry Butler, who's the advisor at Show Low High School. Special thanks to all of them making this game possible.
And we got a football game Friday night.
We do. We want to invite you back on Friday night. It's the first of many crosstown rivals as we get set for the Yellow Jackets, who make their way to Snowflake on Friday night It ought to be a lot of fun to see these two teams. The Jackets getting their first loss of the season, coming last week to the Payson Longhorns by a single point. And the Jackets have been pretty good at winning those one-point games, but this time they're not able to get it done against the Longhorns. So they come in with one loss, and of course Snowflake undefeated. A lot of talk back and forth as to whether these two teams, who's going to be the better of the two teams.
Well, I tell you, it's been an uphill battle for the Jackets to get back to a place of prominence, but I think people are taking notice of them and the new coaching staff, and Snowflake's going to take them seriously. I think Snowflake on paper still looks like the better team, but you got to play the game.
Well, the Jackets pretty good at run defense, and the Snowflake Lobos been a little suspect in their passing game, and so we'll see how that one turns out. We invite you to tune in to our broadcast. It'll start at 6:45 on iTalk1067.com and iTalk 1067 FM. Don't forget, you can watch tonight's contest available on a tape-delayed broadcast on Sholo TV, channel 56 next week. Catch it on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7 o'clock, and Saturdays at 1:30 on Sholo TV, channel 56. That's going to wrap things up for us. We say special thanks to the crew here from the White Mountain Youth Productions, and to for Mike Granillo, I'm Camden Smith. Once again, the Jackets win it 3-0 here tonight against the Sholo Cougars. Until Friday night, we say so long, everybody.